What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Flip.
I'm Element.
And we get together every Sunday to catch up on our favorite TV shows, movies, and everything in pop culture entertainment. Netflix is back with My Country.
Yeah, I got it shit together.
They got it together. Whew.
And now 13 and 14 are midweek, and we're going to get the finale also this week.
I'm so excited. So excited. Let's get to it.
So the aftermath of Bang Wan's revolution continues. Everybody is feeling the effects of it. Sun-Ho is healing. You know, he's walking around all like distraught and
it was so sad.
Wounded.
It was so sad to see him kind of just in despair. And he's just walking around watching his dead father's body like rotting under the sun. And then out comes Bang Wan. You know, he gets taken to his knees in front of him, and you know, he kind of just dismisses him, really disses him.
Yeah, but I will reiterate it now. Everything that has come to pass is his fault.
I still feel sorry for him. If you got us in the last episode, I felt sorry for him. Element did not feel the same way, but you know, it must be the acting. His acting is really well done.
It all started when he sent Sui to Yangdong.
I know.
And then it dovetailed from there.
I still feel sorry
from
for
Sung-Kye abandoning the frontline troops.
Yes. Well, after all that, he gets spared, and he is in pretty much like a recluse in these whorehouses, and and he attempts to commit suicide.
He's
gallivanting in despair in the whorehouses. Attempts to kill himself, and Hui shows up out of nowhere. And, you know, gives him one last favor, one last request, is to live. Absolutely. Later we'll find out that was the wrong advice to give. Oh my god, does this guy ever die?
No, he doesn't.
Didn't Parchido just, like, destroy him in that raid? And now all of us on his back? Like, how many lives does this guy have?
Well, I don't know. Like, when they raided the Liangdong advanced troops, he was also kind of wounded there as well. And he just doesn't go away.
Doesn't die.
I think he's just, you know, has plot armor. And throughout all of this, Sui is in the beginnings of trying to make a peaceful life for himself after the revolution. But of course, as we said earlier, Sun-Ho's, I guess, malcontent after losing his father and after being left to die, he is throwing a wrench in those plans, and Sui is forced to come back to the fold.
Absolutely. I mean, Hui tries to live a more peaceful life. He becomes a chef or a cook, and
he
just
starts cooking for his gang.
Trying to feed everybody like a good wholesome meal every day is what he used to look forward to. But then all of a sudden, you know, the plot devices start to come back into action. You know, Bang Wan versus Yi Sung-Kye, and then Yi Sung-Kye versus not Yi Sung-Kye, but Bang Wan versus Bang Gon.
Yes.
Yi Sung-Kye, he dispatches troops to dispose of all of the
armies,
private armies that's gallivanting around.
The people who were involved in the revolution, so to speak. In the process, Iwaru suffers a great loss. You know, a lot of people there were wounded or killed. Hije gets wounded right in front of Sui's face.
What was your heart going through when that happened? When you see that beautiful person get slashed?
You know what? I thought it was going to be the end of her. Like, she was going to die. Like, the timing was right for them to, I guess, trigger Sui's rage once again.
Yeah, I kind of thought that way too.
But they didn't. You know, she was saved. She was spared from that fate. And so, moving on from there, you know, Sun-Ho wins over the Jurchens.
Oh, yes.
And now it's him coming back with the force of his own. And so it's kind of like, you know, the roles have reversed.
So he ends up joining Bang Wan again as his #1 warrior. He's playing these schemes, these games. He's like pretending to be drunk and, you know, plotting against Bang Gon and Yi Sung-Kye, and like all of these things are like, it's like round 2 or round 3 of of My Country. It never ends. And there's this big time jump called the Strife of Princes, and I think this is the last time jump.
So yes, the Strife of the Princes is here. We did go through another time jump, and Bang Gon and Bang Wan are at odds with each other now, and it's interesting how you know, all of these plots unfold when they were working together with Sui to bring about this revolution, and now he's like, you know what, I'm sick and tired of being the oldest and being kind of like the second fiddle.
Yeah.
I should be the crown prince, and I should have a nation of my own. And throughout all of this, I think their other brother was named the king.
I guess the king in place of the king.
Yeah, the interim king, what have you. And so we have another prince there that's adding to the strife.
Right.
But essentially, Bang Gon and Bang Wan are just kind of like trading blows now politically and kind of like schematically.
Yeah, I mean, man, their acting is so good.
Yes.
Bang Wan is just every time I see Bang Wan on screen, it's like I have to tear up because every scene with him on, either he's laughing, he's mad, or he's
tearing up.
He's always tearing up, and I'm just like, man, like the strife inside this guy, this character is just so palpable that it just makes me root for him even more. Like, even though it seems like he's like kind of, he might be like losing in the political positioning or something like that.
The thing with Bang Wan is that he has the most righteous intentions, and some might say he shouldn't shed blood over that, or this revolution is too costly to the citizens. But, you know, every time we go back to why he's doing it, it always makes sense to you. He wants the nation to be a nation of the people. And every time he exchanges words with Yi Sung-Kye, they make him look like he's a jackass. You know, his son is trying to speak to him on like a equal footing, or as just a father to son, or a son to father.
Yeah.
And Yi Sung-Kye is just always like, oh, you don't matter.
It's really Yi Sung-Kye's fault. Like like this thing with Bang Wan, it's ultimately his fault. Like he used Bang Wan as his sword to become king, and then he just kind of throws him to the side, and then, you know, places the other brothers and the youngest son of them all as like crown prince and giving them a little bit more power. It's almost like, thank you for your service, but we're good. Like,
I have no use for you anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think Bang Wan said it best when they were kind of arguing back and forth when he was still the king before the time jump. He was saying, you know what, all of this is your fault.
Yes.
Because Yi Sung-Kye likes to argue that, you know, why are you fighting with your other brothers? You know, you're my children.
Right.
But Bang Wan is like, listen, we wouldn't be fighting if we were more important to you than your throne, because all of this happened because you were trying to protect your throne, and that was the single most important thing in your life.
Right. Too much greed, too much power, too much ambition. You forget all the people around you that loves you.
And it's true too. He picked his crown prince, the youngest one of the brothers, to be the crown prince because he was young. He would have his throne a lot longer.
Yeah, but what would that do to everybody else that's around, like your older sons?
Exactly.
Too?
He caused the strife of the princes.
The strife of the princess. And all the princes. And then after all of this and all of these political schemings, Sun Ho. Yes. Sun Ho is rising up again in the ranks of the Jurchens, I guess.
I mean,
like,
he's just like a roach. In my book, he's just a roach that keeps on inserting himself into the kitchen drawer, and then every time you open it, just like, you know?
No. Well, he has to exact his revenge somehow. I don't know.
I don't think he has the right for revenge.
It's everything is about poetic justice, right? You have Sui, you have Sun Ho. They're all justified. They all feel like they're part of the story, that they just need to justify all of their actions, right? But like, At the end of that episode, you see Sun Ho, as you said, reverse the table and ends up stabbing Sui. And it was like, how many times are they going to stab each other? And then we have to wait till the next episode. Yes. Like, they seem to heal so fast that they're ready for the next battle.
Add to that, Sui is already poisoned.
Yeah, I mean, just think about it. These guys have been
He's breaking down slowly.
These guys have been fatally wounded time and time again. And it's like, it's one of those plot armors all over the place.
Yes, it's always one of those plot armors in TV shows where they always say, quote unquote, it's okay, he didn't hit a vital area.
Yeah. And it'll heal in 3 days.
Absolutely.
We just have some special medicine for it. Are you guys oh my god. I'm like, are you guys excited about the season finale? Let us know in the comments section below what you think is going to happen between Sui and Sun Ho.
That'll do it for our reaction to episode 13 and 14 of My Country. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment in the section down below. And if you want to see more from us, subscribe, turn on notifications. Happy Thanksgiving. Have a good holiday. We'll see you in the next one.
It's like, just get it out. Just get it out.